The road to the NFL draft is often paved with years of hard work, sacrifices, and moments of self-belief that fuel players' rise to prominence. For some, it's the culmination of a dream that began at an early age, and for others, it's the realization of a journey filled with hurdles and adversity. One such individual, Cam Ward, stood at the crossroads of his football destiny after a remarkable ascent from a no-star recruit in high school to the top of the draft board. "I've been praying for this moment since I was 6, he confessed, reflecting on his years of relentless preparation and unwavering belief in his abilities. Ward's story is one of resilience, from starting his college career at Incarnate Word to making a significant leap to Washington State and ultimately thriving at Miami, where he sealed his place as the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft. It's a dream realized not through luck, but through grit and tenacity. "I know what I bring to the table," he said, confidently declaring that his destiny was his to shape. "Whatever I want, it's going to come true." With his name called and his moment in the spotlight, Ward walked across the stage to embark on a new chapter, one that will be scrutinized under the bright lights of the NFL. But he knows that the draft pick itself means little without results on the field. It's all about how you produce on the field. "Wins judge everything," Ward emphasized, echoing the sentiment that a quarterback's success is ultimately measured by his performance when it matters most, on Sundays. While the top pick generated little suspense, with the Titans' selection of Ward at the helm, the intrigue began to build as the Jacksonville Jaguars prepared for their pick at number 2. In a bold move, the Jaguars traded up from the 5th spot to land Colorado's two-way star and Heisman winner, Travis Hunter. Known for his versatility and athleticism, Hunter was a player the Jaguars were eager to add to their already promising roster. In a conversation after the pick, Hunter expressed his excitement, revealing that the Jaguars had involved both their offensive and defensive coordinators in discussions with him, signaling their intention to utilize his skills at both wide receiver and cornerback. Hunter's dual-threat potential makes him a rare commodity, and his ability to make an immediate impact on both sides of the ball will be closely watched in the coming seasons. "I'm super excited to be able to go back home and play for an organization that thought I was worthy of trading up and getting," said Hunter, who returns to Florida with hopes of helping elevate the Jaguars to new heights. The Jaguars paid a steep price to secure his services, sending the 5th overall pick along with several additional draft picks to the Browns in exchange for Hunter. It was a high-risk, high-reward move that could pay dividends if Hunter lives up to his billing as a game-changing talent. Meanwhile, the rest of the draft unfolded with a mix of anticipated selections and surprise picks. The Giants bolstered their already strong defensive line with the addition of Abdul Carter, a player poised to make an impact alongside the likes of Lawrence Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau. New England, always known for its strategic approach, strengthened its offensive line with the selection of Will Campbell out of LSU, a key move to protect their second-year quarterback, Drake May. On the other hand, the Cleveland Browns added Michigan defensive lineman Mason Graham to complement their stout defense, adding more firepower alongside star pass rusher Myles Garrett. In perhaps one of the most exciting moments of the night, the Raiders made a splash by selecting Ashton Jenney, the Heisman runner-up from Boise State, at number 6. Jenney's selection marked the highest draft pick in Boise State history, adding another layer to the storied history of the Raiders' first-round running backs. For the Jets, the priority was clear, protecting their new quarterback, Justin Fields. With the selection of offensive tackle Armin Mayu, the Jets signaled their commitment to building around Fields and giving him protection he needs to succeed. Carolina, not to be outdone, continued its support for Bryce Young by selecting wide receiver Ted Rowan McMillan from Tucson, Arizona, giving Young another weapon to work with as he enters his 3rd season in the NFL. But the draft's most significant shock came with the fall of Shedeur Sanders. Once seen as a frontrunner for the number 1 pick just months ago, Sanders' name was not called on the first day of the draft, leaving many to wonder about the factors that led to his slide out of the first round. Despite his impressive college career, which included leading both Jackson State and Colorado to success, Sanders had to wait until day 2 for his moment to come. "With God, anything is possible," Sanders said, embracing the situation with optimism and determination. "Everything is possible. I don't feel like this happened for no reason. This is fuel to the fire," he added, vowing to use the setback as motivation to prove his doubters wrong. As the draft continued, the spotlight shifted to Travis Hunter, whose selection by the Jacksonville Jaguars in a trade-up deal with the Cleveland Browns became a defining moment of the night. The Jaguars' first-year general manager, James Gladstone, expresses excitement, highlighting the rare opportunity to target a player capable of altering the landscape of the sport itself. "There are very few opportunities like this," Gladstone said, emphasizing the uniqueness of Hunter's talents. With his ability to dominate both as a receiver and a cornerback, Hunter's potential is limitless, and his arrival in Jacksonville could mark the beginning of a new era for the franchise. "Travis Hunter can fit on any football team," said analyst Louis Riddick. "He is one of the best 2 or 3 athletes walking the face of the earth." It's hard to argue with that assessment, as Hunter's combination of skill, athleticism, and versatility makes him a rare breed in the NFL. As the first round concluded, the stage was set for the rest of the draft, with a host of talented players still waiting to hear their names called. With Shedeur Sanders' fall and Hunter's rise, the NFL draft once again proved to be a thrilling spectacle of surprises, strategy, and potential that will continue to shape the future of the league.